You wanna come? What's up, homies? Welcome back to my YouTube. Here's Gabby. This morning, Gabby went to a class at Sweat Lex, and go to her channel. I'll link it below to go hear from the owner.
Yeah, I talked to her.
And some other cool stuff. I didn't go because I was in an awful mood this morning because I got stolen.
But she's gonna come soon, because it was honestly, if you have not been to Sweat in Lexington, you have to go. Like Pure Barre, cycling, yoga, all that stuff. It was amazing, and I woke up kind of in a bad mood too because she texted me and said she wasn't going, and I went, and it was like all toxins released. But it was so amazing. It was, and everyone there was such positive energy. It was amazing. Go to Sweat.
So go check out her vlog, and she's gonna talk more about it.
I almost wore these today.
Really? I was gonna text you and be like, don't wear the same thing.
I think we wear them tomorrow.
These leggings.
One of these days we're gonna show up, and these aren't like those kind of leggings where you're like, oh, like are those maybe the same? They're like identical, and like you can tell.
These are from Old Navy. Shout out to Sam James for telling me about Old Navy. I already own some of their activewear stuff, but they came out these. And if you own the Pace, is it Revival or Rival?
Pace
Rival crop from Lulu. They have ones that look exactly like that and feel very similar. So go check out Old Navy for that.
One of my friends went and she got them for 97 cents on sale. 97 cents! And they look like
$98 or 97 cents? You tell me. We're gonna work out real quick, and I have a cheat meal tonight, and I'm going to tell you more about. I'm going to Cinco. You wanna come?
I have to work. No. It's okay.
Next week.
It's okay.
I will tell you more about cheat meals and how that dials into my reverse dieting. And tomorrow we're going to the Katie Hearn gym, so you'll see footage from that on both of our channels. And I know my lashes look ratchet. I'm getting them done on Sunday.
Everything looks ratchet. It's fine.
I haven't showered my hair.
If you're wearing a braid, if you see someone wearing a braid and a hat, you know. I did
the cardinal sin. I wore a hat yesterday, and I'm not wearing a hat today, and I haven't showered in between.
I'm so proud of you.
This is 5-day-old hair.
But it looks so nice and dyed.
Alright, bye.
Take me home tonight. I just want to show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. I just want to show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. I just want to show
Do you come here often?
Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. I just want to show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are Take me home tonight. I just want to show you the
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Last time you saw me, I was at the gym, and I told you guys I was going to talk a little bit more about cheat meals and refeeds. I'm in my bathroom right now because it is 7:13 and it gets pitch black at like 5. And I'm dressed up because I'm going to go eat my cheat meal, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So I checked in with Nick on Thursday, and he said that we're all good to go. We're gonna move up carbs, and if you have me on Snapchat, you'll like hear anything first because it's easy for me to update you guys on Snapchat. So go ahead and add me on Snapchat. But he said to incorporate 1 free meal a week. So I was like, what's our plan for free meals? Like, am I just like balling out all day, or like what are we doing? And so Nick is just so smart. I love like hearing things he said, and just he's a genius. And like my teammate Jess, she sent me an email that he sent her, and he's just so smart and he's a genius. So I love getting emails from him because I always know I'm gonna be hit with some knowledge bombs. So I'm just gonna talk for about 5 minutes. So, refeed versus a cheat meal. A refeed is used when you're in a caloric deficit, so when you're dieting, and it's mostly used for sanity's sake. A lot of people say like, oh, it's going to kickstart your metabolism so like you can burn further, but the only way that's going to happen is if you go on a diet break for 2 to 3 weeks, and that's when you go back up to maintenance calories, and that's when you're at a fat plateau. But refeeds are used in competition season when like I got one every 5 or 7 days until like a few weeks out from my competition, and it was just to keep me on track mentally, because going like so low carb for so long is really freaking hard. And so having refeeds on a Saturday or every 5th day was really helpful, because when I thought about indulging or cheating, I was like, if you just wait a few more days, you'll be fine and you'll get a refeed. And refeeds, what they do is it's normally, sometimes they lower your protein intake, but most of the time your carbs get doubled or even more than that, and your fats get lowered. So with flexible dieting and IIFYM, people might think, why do you need cheat meals when no food is off limits? I've talked about it before. Tracking every macro gets a very, 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 very just too much. It becomes too much, and it's the main thing with cheat meals or free meals or untracked meals Nick wants to take away is that it is time to spend with loved ones. He doesn't want the cheat meal to be focused around just eating as much food as I can alone in my room. He wants it to be where a time I get to spend time with people and not bring out my scale or not whatever I'm about to do. It's time to spend with people, and the people I'm going with Krisher, which you saw in my last video. She was tasting the ice cream with me, and my friends Blaine and Spencer, and I have not seen them in a really long time. So I'm very excited to go see them. So refeeds is when you're in a severe caloric deficit, and it's not to jumpstart your metabolism. It is just for sanity's sake and to keep you on track. Cheat meals, or as most people like to call them, free meals or untracked meals, are used when you are reverse dieting or not dieting anymore, and it's just for, again, sanity. Like sometimes you just need to eat something and not track it. It's just mental clarity, mental calm, all of that. So going off of that, mental break, if you will, I'm just going to read from Nick's email real quick. I'm just going to read some excerpts from his email just in general, because some of it I think is very good knowledge, and I might put it in a different spot. So if it jumps, that's why. Okay, this is from Nick. Typically, it's not hunger that causes excessive cheat meals, but the idea that this meal is the first and last of its type in a while. Even for those that follow a set meal plan but have been doing so for a while, they are able to more so contextualize these off-plan meals to their goals by realizing that this won't be the last time that they will have this opportunity. But the reality is, I don't know why I can't talk. The reality is, one huge reason I see amateur physique athletes gain too much fat in the off season or not lean out at the rate they should be simply due to eating way over their daily energy expenditure when they have a cheat meal ideology. Man, maybe I should go to school or something. One reason they might justify these binges is simply due to being ignorant of how our metabolisms work. They say, I've eaten good or clean all week, so I can overindulge. The reality is, it doesn't matter how unprocessed you've eaten beforehand, but your overall caloric and macronutrient intake. There are differences in how Pop-Tart versus potatoes and broccoli will affect your long-term physiology, but in an acute sense, a calorie is just a calorie. Just because you ate clean for the week doesn't mean a dirty meal can put you any more or less over your regular energy intake, but in large quantities, it most certainly will. Furthermore, some believe that a cheat meal can rev up their metabolism. The reality is that acute cheat/free meals have little effect on overall metabolic rate. Rather, it takes an extended period of time of increased calories, and in particular carbs, to increase and regulate words that I'm not even going to try to say. That being said, everyone needs a mental break every once in a while to ensure long-term adherence. It comes in the form of a free meal. This meal is just like the cheat meal, but instead of being food focused, we focus on the social event at hand, the time spent with friends and family, and not excessive quantities of food for the sake of itself. The mentality combined with flexible dieting will result in a less overconsumption of food because you know you have these food options and will at other times. So we are able to absolutely enjoy not having to track every morsel of food and also the food selection, but not have to worry so much about binging. So I loved reading that, and he has some tips about just like keep your digestion in mind. You should still have protein in your meal. Like if you can do it after your workout, do it after your workout, and enjoy the company. Take time to do something other than fitness. A lot of the videos you're seeing are people that are all in fitness, but you should enjoy time spent with family, time spent with friends, and time spent not weighing out your food. And for macros for a cheat day, this is a question I had for Nick because I didn't know how to go about it, because I knew if I didn't have a plan that I would more so not exactly binge, but lie to myself more, or like kind of do like a, okay, I have my cheat meal, but then I would like come home and be like, oh, it's a cheat meal, I can keep eating. So I wanted to have a plan in place, and he gave that to me. And what you do is whatever your normal macros are, take that, then how many meals you eat in a day. So I normally eat 5-ish meals, some snacks, some meals. If you eat 4 meals, then you'll do it differently. But what you do is you'll take each macro. So I'm going to do it easy because I know the math for this one. So my fats are at 50 normally. So divide 50 by 5, because I normally eat 5 meals, and multiply it by 4, so 1 less meal. So then my macro to hit for that day was 40 grams of fat instead of 50. And for protein, I normally have 150. If you do the math, I had to hit 120. My carbs got up to 180, so I had to hit 144, I believe. And so now I'm gonna go eat my cheat meal, and then tomorrow I'm going to be back on track. I'm ready to go. I'm going to enjoy this time with friends. And something that I also wanted to add that I heard in Chanel's video, Chanel Colette, I'll link her channel below, and also link Nick's because he doesn't make that many videos, but the videos he does make are very knowledgeable. But Chanel said that every time you go out, it doesn't need to be an intense experience, basically. I'm paraphrasing because I watched her video a while ago, but your cheat meal could simply be going to Panera and getting a muffin, and like being able to sit there and not weigh your muffin and have to like eat half the amount of carbs that day. Your cheat meal, or anytime you go out to eat, if I'm on the road and I need to stop, like I can go and get chicken and vegetables and be fine. Like every time I go to a restaurant, I don't need to ball out. Every time I have a cheat meal, I don't need to act like it's the last time I'll ever eat again. Like, you need to keep your mentality in check and your mental state. And if you can't do cheat meals mentally and be able to not binge, then maybe you need to discuss that with your coach, or just like have a real discussion with yourself about what you're capable of at that moment. So because I've been sticking so well to my reverse diet, and if you go check my Instagram posts, I talk about my reverse diet. And if you guys want more videos on my reverse diet, I'd love to do that. I love where my body is right now. I love where I'm going in the next few years. I love what's happening in my life right now, and I'm so glad that I've been able to stick to it, and I'm so glad I've had Nick along the way to help me. So that is the difference between a refeed and a cheat meal. I hope this helps some of you guys, and I hope talking about macros on the day of a cheat meal was helpful as well. So that being said, enjoy some time with friends and family. Thanksgiving's coming up. You don't need to go to the gym on Thanksgiving. I mean, I might in the long run. It depends on how my day works out. But don't sacrifice time with family and friends when you don't have to. If you're in prep, that's a different story. But a lot of people like to say it's all or nothing, but it's really not. Some days you need to rest. Some days you need to spend time with family. And that's what I intend to do. So I'm not taking my camera to dinner. I might pop up some pictures or some clips because I'm taking my camera to go take cute pictures that you'll probably see on Instagram. Tomorrow me and Gabby are going to the Katie Hearn gym. That'll be a whole nother vlog. I'm gonna wrap this one up and I will have this posted in the morning before we leave for Louisville. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that helps. Add me on Snapchat. Some great things are coming up with My Protein. If you guys don't know, I'm a My Protein affiliate. My link is always in the info box below. And if you guys could click on that, that's what gets me whatever. If you use Sue15, which I want you guys to use if you guys can get a deal with it, if there's a better deal, use the better deal. Don't use Sue15 because I don't get credit if you use Sue15. I get credit if you use the link, and I would love for you to use the link. It helps me a lot. It helps show My Protein that I am dedicated to this team, and it can also help. There's some big things coming up, and like, I really need you guys to click on my link. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.